Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use repeater in Burp Suite. For this, I'll open my Burp Suite, hit next, start Burp Suite. So I'll go to my proxy and turn on interception and open browser. So you can see my burp is on here. I'll disable this for now and I'll search Acunetics world login world. By the way, I'll specify all the links I'll be using in this in this video. So let's click on login page. So here, once I get into this login page, I'll turn on this my burp1 proxy. So now I'll hit reload. Here, so here you can see I got the request, that is the get method. I'll forward it. So you can see it here. So here, one of the basic things in Burp Suite is that, like, whenever you reload a website in Burp Suite while the proxy is on, you will get certain metadata regarding that request. So imagine I'm clicking over here as home. So once I click home, it shows. So this is the we are using get method, and I have clicked. And it says like index.php, and the host is testphp.worldweb.com, and the accepted language is English US, and so on metadata, and the user agent is Mozilla 5.0, and I'm using, or like it's like Chrome, Safari, all the browsers that we are using over here. And if we click on this artist and I'll put forward, you can see it shows like I have requested for artist website on the artist web page. So like if I go to the search button, let us search for bat and I'll hit go over here. If it is not visible, I'll zoom it and see, like, let us type something like random and hit enter or go on the search feed, and you can see if you forward it. So I have searched for bat, and it also shows button as go button in this request data, and I have been using this search.php for searching for a particular thing which I want. And actually, like, I have entered here random, like this was the earlier kind of thing. See here, I have entered random over here in the search. In the search, I have entered random. So here, instead of random, you can tamper over here. Like it should be like boredom, or something, anything which you want. And if I forward this, see, like I have searched for random. I have searched for random, but since I have manipulated or tampered with these things in the request data, you can see the keyword random or the word random, which I have searched in search art in this tab over here, has changed to dodom. So like these are the type of manipulations which can be done. So like even not only this, when you are searching, even if you are logging in, like I'll go to home now. I'll forward it. For now, I'll disable this and go to home. I'll click on sign up. So here, imagine you're entering your username as test and some password as something as 1234. something like that. And if I hit login, so like, wait a minute, I'll enable this burp again and I'll type test and 1234 as password and type login. If I forward it over here, like when I hit enter, you can see there is something like test and pass. Pass is nothing but like password, and test is the uname, that is username, as you can see over here. So these things could be seen like whenever a user is typing his password or typing his username, his credentials basically, these things could be tampered while logging in. So this is one of the things which we can do in this Burp Suite, and this is an vulnerability. Okay, so moving on to like this is one of the main information, like how this is the important information that we extract, that is the logging credentials. Uh, in next, we'll check whether the brute force is possible or not in a particular website. For that, I'll not take this website, I'll go to some other website like BWAPP. I'll disable this once. I'll go to BWAPP. I'll hit on the first link. I'll turn on my burp and put forward. I'll reload this BWAPP website. So I got this request over here. So I'll type some random thing. Imagine I know the username or the username of the any particular user or an individual. Let's think that your individual name is Anna, and let's type some random password over here. Like we don't know the password, we are just checking whether this could be cracked via brute force. So I'll type some random password over here and I'll hit login. So once I hit login over here, you can see in this bwap.hackup.net slash login.php, you can see the login, that is the username I have given, is Anan, and the this password is ggdg, something like that. And these things could also be changed. We'll check, like we'll change the password. For this, we need to go to the repeater tab. I'll right click over here and I'll click on send to repeater, or maybe you can also use keyboard, that is control R. We'll go to repeater. Once I click on go to repeater, you can see over here the repeater tab over here became lit up like by orange color. You can go over here and see. So we are into this repeater tab. So if we hit a send, we'll get some response, something like that. See, see, I'll search for invalid. So I have searched for this invalid keyword because since I don't know the password, I'm just typing some random password. Since it will be by obviously it will be wrong, so it should show some message like invalid credentials or user not activated. So this invalid, I thought invalid will be a keyword, and I searched for here. So as you can see over here, there is something like invalid credentials. Okay, so there is something like invalid credentials. Now we will type some other password. Let us consider admin, and I'll hit send. Again, there is one match for invalid credentials. So this means even this is wrong. The idea is to test that. Generally, most of the website, which is brute force, in which brute force is mitigated, in those websites, when you try to log in, if your login credentials are wrong, consider like more than the standard threshold will be like more than more than four times or 3 to 4 times. So I'm trying here like 3 4 times, or like let us consider like 5 times. If I've tried 5 times, then after fifth time it should show like you should try it after a bit while, or you should report to the particular domain, or if you're using any social media, generally in Instagram, if you tried logging in with wrong credentials, it shows try after some hours. So that's the idea. So now I have typed the admin as password. So this is the second time I'm trying to log in. So I'll now change my password again as admin123, and I'll put send. So again, there is a match for invalid credentials again. So even this is wrong. So I didn't get this. I couldn't crack the password. So now I put as this admin thing is so much of their stuff I've been using now. So I'll think of some other password. Let us think of root. Like maybe this could be a password change. Like I'll change it. So even I got the same match. So this is the I guess this is the third or fourth time I'm doing this. So even this is invalid. So I'll go and type something as most of the people keep it as like password 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 as password. So I'll keep give send over here. Even this is invalid. And last final time I'll try that is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 and something password like this. I'll hit send, and again you got one match. And the main advantage of this repeater in Burp Suite is whatever you do, whatever changes, whatever the tampering you do with the data is not reflected on your website, or here you can see it's not reflected on your browser. It's just that it reads the code, that is the inspection code, which is hidden or embedded behind the web page or website, and then it checks like whatever, if such particular, if there is a specific request we are giving, and in request we are typing our data, and what will be the response which comes from the other end. This it takes into calculation and gives the results in that is the response in form of this code. You could also view it as a raw, hex, and some more like that. Even here you can view it as raw, even in hexadecimal. So these are the important things. Okay, so now next I'll move with this authentication tokens that we can check upon in repeater. So I'll go to juice shop again. I'll disable this burp. So I'll go to juice shop. I'll hit enter and click on first link. So here is something. I have created one account, or imagine like I know an account, and in this OWASP Zap juice shop website, there is one account. I only know the email. I don't know the password. Let us think like the email would be awws@aws.com. Let us consider that Amazon has made its account on OWASP juice shop just for some random purposes, or somebody has done something like that, created a unique email ID for testing or studying purposes, but they have stored something their data in it. Let us consider this as a real time. Okay, guys, see, like if you're logging into some website, like in generally hacker, what they do is they know your email, they generally get your email, they don't know the password. If the website you're logging in and you have some data in that has the vulnerability of brute force, so it becomes a much more serious trouble, and like they can access your data once they get your password via brute forcing. Not necessarily brute forcing, there are even many more methods like rainbow method and all those. So for now we'll check, like I have this awws@aws.com. I have this login. Okay, so now I don't know the password. I just try guessing it, like admin 1 2 3 4. Nope, not possible. So I didn't get it right. So now, so this is not the password. So I'll try brute forcing it. Okay, like I'll go to intercept. I'll go next, next. I'll go here. I'll hit on reload. So I got this request over here, which shows some of the basic metadata of its home page. And I have something over here like AWS. I have typed my credentials. I'll hit login, and I got the post request. So you can see over here, these are the credentials which I typed. That is, email is awws and at aws.com, and admin1234 will be the password. So I'll try logging it in with imagine like this has three chances in this website for logging in. Generally, that is the standard, I guess. And I'll go to send this to the repeater tab. I'll go here. So I know the email. I'll change something with admin. I'll keep as admin 111 send. So it says invalid password. And again, admin 123 something like this. Or I'll remove like admin 100. I'll click on send. So I guess like there is more than three times scenario kind of thing. You can try logging in. So it's like here in this website, they have more like they have given I guess more than 3 to 5 chances of logging in. So this could also be a scenario. And whenever if your brute forcing stops, though, then it would be like you have got a mitigation in brute forcing that website. So we'll go back to our website over here. So I'll demonstrate now. We'll move on to the next topic, that is authentication tokens. Like I'll demonstrate now how to do it. So imagine there is a user whose email is cawws@aws.com and has password. And I'll type the password. Just a second. I need to turn on this. So before going to this, I'll turn on this Burp Suite proxy and just make sure that interception is on so that I can forward it. So I'll type this as email and my password, then I'll hit enter. So it pops up over here, forward, 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 forward. So it shows something like this. Here we are using a post method, that is the request direction API, that is REST API. I'll forward this to repeater. Then I'll send this. It says invalid. Then I'll change this password. This was my previous password, by the way. I'll change the password. Then I'll send it again. So here the response looks good, right? So you can see here that the uh, login is success. So once I get into this, so imagine like, so this is a user credentials. The user logs into his website, and when he logs in, there is something called as authentication token that is generated using the metadata and also the credit details. So we'll take this token and we'll see the information that we can extract from this token. That is, we'll use this in the decoder here. So I'll select this token completely and I'll make sure I'll send this to decoder. So decoder has been lit up with orange. And you can see here is the decoder. As you can see, this complete token is based on like base 64. So I'll select this decode option as base 64. And as you can see here, we got many details. That is the what's the status of the login, and what's the login ID, what's the username, that is email, that is awws at aws.com, which we gave, and what's the password, even though the password here is encrypted. So we other than that, we also get many more details like when is this created at, and whether the account is still active or not, and we get many more details over here. So yes, like these are the things which we can do using the repeater tab. If you find my video helpful, kindly subscribe and like my video. Thank you for watching.